Alright guys, welcome back to Outlaw Bayou Rider. I just installed a new remote start on my bike. Now technically I didn't need to buy the whole thing, but it was only 20 bucks. So I mean, you can't beat 20 bucks. What happened was, so if you can see this wiring harness right here that they send you, that you connect to the brain, there was a break somewhere in between the connector and the power wire. So the red wire, this one right here, and don't get it confused. I know I shouldn't have done this. I put a red wire here. I did this years ago. So, I mean, it was what was available to me at the time, but this is actually my ground, and it actually goes into the black wire. Again, I know I shouldn't have done it. I know it can be confusing, but this red wire is actually, let me move this out of the way. This red wire is connected to this big fat red wire right here. So that's actually red, but it's all nasty and old. But if you've got a Suzuki S83 or VS 1400, it's going to be your top left wire if you're standing at the back of the bike looking at it to the front. That's going to be your top left. It's constant 12. All I did was take my multimeter here and I probed. So I stuck my negative here, and that's a good ground. And I just probed every single thing here until I found constant 12, and I found my constant 12 right here. So you're going to have a constant 12 for this to be able to essentially have your alarm. Now I did have an alarm right here. The thing broke off because it was bouncing around so much. So I actually have a new one. I'm not sure if I'm going to replace it. I don't think I will, mainly because I don't want it to get torn up either. I mean, it's so close to that tire, you're bouncing up and down, because this is a swing arm right here. So I actually put that on the top of that swing arm, and all that bouncing around and everything allowed it to get torn up. Now, I might put it inside of here. There's actually plenty of room inside here. There's nothing in there. So I might just reroute it to in here, and you can always disconnect it. So if I ever need to go in there and service anything, or I'll probably put it over here on this side, on this one, because again, there's plenty of room in here, and this comes off a lot less than this side. Over here you have your ignition coils, and then over here you have your fuse and your fuel pump, which is right there. So there's a lot more reasons this panel would come off than this panel would. So anyway, like I said, I got this off eBay. It was just a little cheapy. I'm gonna show you the I don't really know how to do the links. I don't know how to do that, so I mean, I could just show you guys what I'm looking at when I'm on eBay, which is right here. And so now that gives you an idea to pause, gives you the ability to pause the video and be like, hey, let me type this in, or write this down, or screenshot it, or however you want to retain the information. That way, if you want this simple, I mean, I can't stress how simply easy this is. And this blue little wire right here, you could just shove it down off in here. All it is the antenna to pick up the waves, the frequency that your little remote, which where in the world did I put that? I was wanting to show you guys the remote, the key, and now I have no idea where I put it. So much for presentation. But anyway, so this is a super simple, super easy kit to install. I mean, don't let the amount of wires scare you away. So you've got black and white, that's your ground and your constant 12 volt. Then you've got your blue right here. This is your where your source comes from, and it goes into here. I have it wired into right down in there. If you can see, that's the starter solenoid right there. So that blue wire from this kit goes down into here, and I've got it connected to one of the wires here for the starter solenoid. So it basically just sends 12 volts to the starter solenoid. There you go. That's how you get your switch, or your switched is this orange. Okay, so the orange wire is actually connected to that orange wire. So it's really simple. You got your red for your red, which is here on the right side, since we're looking towards the front going to the back, and then you got your orange, which that's your switched 12 volts, and then where it sends it to is right here at the starter solenoid. So I mean, my advice to you is just get you a multimeter and just figure out where your constant is, tie into it. Where's your switch 12 volts, tie into it, and then where is it gonna send it to? You're gonna have to send it down into here, the starter solenoid, and then you've got two little yellow wires, which that's gonna get wired into your turn signals. Now I've got an issue going on with my turn signal, which it's this one here, and I honestly believe it's just this assembly right here. That turn signal works fine. That one up there works fine, my brand new ones. But for some reason, this one will not switch over because I have an issue with that one. So I don't know what's going on. I will figure it out. That's why I have a multimeter. But I'm just basically trying to get the bike road ready for tomorrow because I work tomorrow. So, I mean, this is not complicated. Don't let anyone make you feel like it's complicated. Don't let anyone, confuse you. This plug right here is just for the little alarm. Like I said, I'm probably going to relocate it to this panel over here, since it rarely gets open, and it'll be loud as can be. So if I end up doing that, I will show you guys in another video how I relocated it. But really, I want to go ahead and just finish putting this back together. And then I will give you guys a demonstration. It'll give me time to look for the keys. I don't know where the keys ran off to. I mean, they were literally just right here just a moment ago. And I mean, they're not on my person. Really? So they are on my person. But anyway, here's how the thing looks. So you've got your start, your alarm, unlock, and lock. So if you had the little alarm thing on here, you press this lock button, this thing gets moved around or anything, this brain right here can sense that it's being moved, and it'll set the alarm off. It'll give a warning the first time, and then it'll go off the second time. But I'm not hooking all that up. I don't have a reason to. But I probably will in the near future, and like I said, I will show you guys how all that works. It's not anything difficult. Again, do not let anyone make you think this is so difficult. I mean, anyone can do it. I mean, if you can get up out of bed and walk from one room to the other, then you are competent enough to install that. It's not rocket science. It's not hard in any way whatsoever. But yeah, like I said, you've got your lock, your unlock, your alarm, and then you have your start. Now, the way you stop this, so you press this button to start it, and then once it's running, you think, oh, well, let me turn the key off and take the key out. It's still going to be running because this is what started it. So the way you stop it is you press and hold this lock button. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put all this back together, and then I will give you guys a demonstration as to how this works. I will be right back. Alright guys, so I got everything buttoned back up. I do eventually plan on recovering my seat. That just looks horrible. Plus it's not good to let the rain, heat, cold, rain get on that this foam right here, because then it'll start degrading like that. I mean, it's not anything too bad right now. It still has its return to it, but I mean, you poke it and it's all hard and gritty, and it just starts crumbling. Then you know you're in bad shape. But anyway, here's the remote start. Here's your little button here. So we're going to hit the unlock button. I don't know if you heard it, but it clicked. Now we're going to hit the start. Okay, let's try it again. Now let's shut it off. That's all there is to it. It's nothing too difficult. I'll go ahead and hit the unlock button because I don't want it, you know, bird land on it or possum or something. You know, I'm out here in the sticks. So if something hits this bike, I don't need it going off. I don't have the alarm portion hooked up to it, which let me show you guys what that entails. I mean, it's, again, this stuff is stupid simple. Here's the box that it came in. Whoop. It's just this little deal right here. So you got your little positive and negative with your little pigtail here. And so what I was talking about was at a later date I'll come in here on the inside of this. I'll test fit it and just set that on the inside and see if I can still bolt that up. And if so, I'll peel that off, stick it on the inside, and then basically it'll be inside there protected from, you know, the elements instead of sitting it on that swing arm to get torn up. So I mean, that's really the only place I can think of, because if you put it in here, you know, of course it's going to get all grit and grime and everything, and then the tire's going to hit up against it. So I mean, there's not really, I mean, you can stick it up there, but I'm not taking all that off. That's actually not as easy to take off as you think it is. But like I said, if I end up installing it, it'll be behind that little panel right there. But that's a big if, because I'm really not worried about it. And then the little brain also comes with a adhesive. And then here are the instructions right here. I'll go ahead and let me go ahead and open this for you guys. That way you can take a look at it. Okay. So there's the brain. There's the antenna. They're not really good at talking about how the colors are because the antenna is blue, although there's also a blue wire. See, blue is for start, where you send your wires. The two yellow are for the lights. So I mean, and here's another. Okay, so I mean, this is from China, so I mean, it's not very well written for the English-speaking people like ourselves. So I hope this helps anyone that has something like this and they're like, man, this stuff doesn't make any sense. It didn't. I watched a guy's video. I don't even remember who it was, because if I did, of course, I would give him respect that he deserves. But look at me. I'm on my motorcycle channel and I'm all over my trucks. But anyway, I'm going over here to get my other brain, because I'm just going to throw it away. I don't have a reason to keep it. It's all old and worn out. But what I was wanting to tell you guys, you know, like I said, this is still good, but yeah, see, that's all torn up. Welcome to Outlaw Bayou, or this is Outlaw Bayou Rider. Welcome to Deep South Bayou Diesel. Here's the old one, so I needed to throw that away. I have no reason to keep it. And there's the second one for it. And just so you guys are not to worry, if you do get two of these, no, the old remote will not start the with the new brain. But here is the new remote. As you can see, only the new remote starts it. So you don't have to worry about, oh, what if I get two of these and hook them up? One goes on one and one goes on another. Will it accidentally start the other one? No, it will not. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I will be making more updates. I do have to pull the stator cover back off of that bike again. So I ended up over torquing the stator plate on this bike, so it does leak oil. Now it's a Harley. But anyway, I probably just pissed off just about every Harley rider there is. But if you can see that stuff under there, underneath the kickstand, that's oil that leaks every time I start it up. So I mean, there's plenty of oil in it. I'm gonna look at it the same way Harley people do. If it's oil coming out of it, there's oil in it. But yeah, this is the stator plate right here. I've got to pull that back off. I over torqued it way too much. It's only 8 foot-pounds of torque. You heard that correctly. Each of those bolts only requires 8 foot-pounds of torque. So you can use a gasket, or you can use gasket maker. Just follow the instructions and don't get ahead of yourself and start tightening up while it's still basically not starting to cure. You want it to start curing before you start tightening it down. But yeah, just stay tuned and I will make a video on that, guys. But I genuinely appreciate each and every single one of you, and I hope that this channel starts to grow. Other than that, I'm going in the house and I'm relaxing for the rest of the day. So with that said, later, Gators.
The dreams down the railroad tracks, leaving all they know. Never